don't remember what you said.
I said I'd watch.
Oh, whatever. Of course, it was implied. And boy, I did too. I turned on my TV.
Did you get fired up?
I almost never go into that room and turn on that TV on a Tuesday evening, but I did. I didn't know what I was getting into either.
You had Skip, who's the boss.
I didn't know what I was getting into. For the longest time, I thought it was the news. And it dawned on me, wait a minute, 7 o'clock? There's no news on at 7. What is this, the guiding light? It was the KWTV and
First
KO
Landry,
TV.
First and Football is what the program was called.
It was the football breakdown.
Yeah, it was. They did OSU and OU, and everybody got fired up. They got football.
Toby Rowland, who he used to be a Channel 9 guy. Does he do anything with Channel 9 now?
Yeah, he took Dean Blevin's place. Landry, he's the guy.
Did I know
at
that?
Channel 9. Where have you been?
I'm telling you, I
embarrassing.
have not watched the local network news in moons, Nathan. Many.
Well, that makes me
many
sad.
moons.
That means you don't keep up.
Toby,
Because let me tell you something. Your Facebook news feed will only keep you up to date on what's on sale at Snyder's grocery store.
I love Toby Rowland. I wish he would lose a little weight. I'm worried about his health.
Yeah.
But I really like Toby. Oh, my only criticism last night during the program, they're talking about OU and OSU in Tulsa, and they bring on the new kids they have working at TV, and they all look like they're 17 to 21 years old.
Yep.
And they came on for 12 seconds each. My only criticism was the nonstop music was really distracting. It was not good. They needed to eliminate the nonstop music.
By the way, speaking of that, and this is completely
Who made
random.
that decision? Is that a podcast, Facebook Reel, TikTok video approach that they're teaching now?
Probably
at the schools.
You've got to have. But speaking of that, a week or two ago on the weekend, I think I was watching the very end of a golf broadcast, waiting on something else to come on, and Jim Nantz and the other guy are they're ending the broadcast on golf on CBS. They were playing music so loudly, I couldn't hear what Jim Nantz was saying.
See, that's part of my criticism of Chuck Todd on his Chuck Toddcast. Often when he begins, he has some intro music that lasts, 7 seconds, but he starts talking during the music, and the music is loud and his voice is soft. And I can't understand what he's saying. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. He has a tendency to trail off in time.
Yeah, if the audience can't hear you, it doesn't matter. Which is why I give one piece of advice to every guest we ever have. The first time a guest ever comes into the radio station to sit down, Landry, with us, to sit down with us and talk on the air, I give them one piece of information. I say, look, it doesn't matter what you say. That doesn't matter. All that matters is if the audience can hear you. So please get as close to the microphone as you can.
I just had a realization, Nathan, as I was thinking about all the times in the last 20-plus years that I've heard you say that.
Yep.
It dawned on me, we've been on the air now over 20 and a half years. We celebrated 20 years on January 2nd.
Mm-hmm. Barbara Dyson Ford is offering 2.9% for 72 months and 2.9% for 84 months, plus $1,000 customer cash on all F-150s, Landry, the Ford series, the F-150. It's time to trade in, trade up. BD Ford, northeast part of Oak City.
Is Labor Day weekend on an odd weekend this year, and that's why they moved the dog show? I need a definitive answer. Usually the dog show is the weekend after the Labor Day weekend.
The road.
The Elk City, Albreed, Western Oklahoma Kennel Club, AKC registered dog show.
Yeah.
That's at the convention center is usually the weekend after Labor Day, but this weekend, or this year, it's the weekend before? Or is it the weekend of?
We'll find out this morning, Landry.
I need a definitive answer, Nathan.
The why?
Yes!
Well, I don't know why.
I'm fired up about this.
Thank you. Well, you seem fired up.
Well, when I went to the TED Talk seminar on radio and preaching, they said if you just seem fired up a lot, people will like that, and they will respond to that.
Actually, I'm getting information. By the way, did you realize that in the 1980s, Chuck Milner wrote songs for George Strait?
Hold up. I laughed and laughed.
Jump year. This is a jump year for the dog show? I'm getting a definitive answer.
Dogs jump, and so will that be part of the show this year? Or they jump around like House of Pain?
I mean, you remember.
They jump
Landry.
up, and get down?
You remember. See, this Kennel Club dog show
ready.
is at the convention center. And you know that my life partner runs that place out there, right?
Jump around,
And
clean version. Your life partner.
My life partner
I wonder.
runs the convention center. And she says this is a jump year for the dog show. A jump? What does that mean?
Is
a
it
jump year?
like a leap year thing?
That's why it's in August. It only happens every once in a while. A jump year. What does that mean? I don't know what a jump year is.
Every time we elect a Democrat in Oklahoma? Is that how often it? Hold on. Can you give me 7 seconds?
Are you playing some Dean Dillon over there?
It's
a jump
It's
year?
a jump year.
Oh, by the way, she said no one knows what that means. Here's what I know. At the convention center, the doggies, we jumping around.
What are we in Madison?
Remember what movie this was in?
Yes, I do.
Listeners.
Well, I mean, maybe more than one. But
Listeners, do you know, this is Jump Around by House of Pain.
Funny scene.
From like 92, 93. Were we listening to this in a locker room before a soccer game?
This is supposed to be the clean version. Because, there are naughty words, I'm told.
Oh, really?
In the non-clean
Tell what
version. But
anybody
this is
says
clean.
anymore.
Supposedly.
This song was featured in a very popular movie my senior year of high school. Do you remember the movie this song was featured in? 225-9697.
Jump around. Jump around. Jump around.
You say it's a jump year?
It's a jump year.
For the dog show in Elk City?
And no one knows what that means. 96.5 KECO is the early morning show. Where else are you going to hear about Dean Dillon, House of Pain, famous movies, and jumping around this early on a Tuesday?
There is one college football stadium in the country that is renowned for playing this song and dropping phones during football game. What is it, during the 7th inning stretch or halftime or something? They play this song.
At Wisconsin?
University of Wisconsin Badgers, Nathan. They play it, and they jump around, and they jump up and get down.
Would you believe I am holding up a picture of Chuck Miller right now? Would you believe when his hair was a little longer and he was writing for... yeah.
If Chuck knew you were saying that,
I know.
he would whip you with his fiddle bow.
One of these days...
Not the fiddle itself, with the bow.
One of these days, he and I are going to have a conversation about this. I'm going to be like, Chuck, do you realize you remind me of Dean Dillon?
I want to hear about his time on the movie sets, being a cowboy in movies.
I want to be a cowboy, sweetheart. I want to learn to rope and ride. It's pretty good, right?
Was that Leanne Rimes?
Oh, they all did.
Didn't she sing that?
They all did. That's a 1,000-year-old song.
Nathan, did you hear that?
Patsy Montana,
Nathan, did you hear that 2 men named Dan Sullivan are running for the same office in the state of Alaska?
Yep.
2 men named Dan Sullivan appear on the ballot. You can vote for either Dan Sullivan or Dan Sullivan.
Sticks and stones may break my bones, turn me black and blue. That's how that song goes.
Sometimes songwriters should stay songwriters and not song singers.
A singer of song. Okay.
Dean Dillon's one of those guys. Great songwriter, less great song singer.
I don't know. I like
that one. That's it's good. I didn't know who he was.
She's hot, country and single.
He's a much better songwriter
no
than
doubt.
song singer.
Dean Dillon wrote all the great songs for George Strait. If it's a great song George Strait sang, chances are 9 times out of 10 it was a Dean Dillon song.
Did he write Marina Del Rey?
I think so.
Unwound?
But I could be wrong. Yeah. He wrote them all, Landry.
I
don't
guess
know.
he did.
I'm going to say
Maybe he
yes
did.
to all the great ones. 16 minutes after 7, 96.5 KECO is the early morning show. And I'm just thinking, right after all that discussion about Dean Dillon and such, I'm just thinking about pork femur bones at Atwood's. 2 for $3 right now. Pork femur bones, man's best friend. Doggy, treat your doggy right. Pork femur bone at 2 for $3 right now at Atwood's. Elk City, Clinton, Woodward, Altus. This Atwood's information is inside the Penny News that came out 7 days ago. Good luck finding a copy now. But the good news is the next Penny News will be out in about 8 or 10 hours.
Nathan, did anybody come up with the correct answer?
Oh,
To the correct question that you asked about this song?
Let me go to the text line, Landry.
Does anybody know what this song, the movie this song was featured in? The funny movie that was also tragic?
Not yet. 225-9697. Does anybody remember the very... Well...
It was sad.
There was sad parts.
It was sad.
But it didn't... Not tragic.
I would say tragic. If a marriage ends, Nathan, that's a tragedy.
This song is so spiritual, Landry. Nobody has any idea what they're saying.
No!
But we like that.
But they're from Boston, so...
White Irish rap.
On this show, we're a lot like the House of Fame because we just jump around.
I came to get down. So jump out your seat and jump around. Wait, what? No, our locker room before the game.
Yeah, what game? What sport?
Was it Weatherford soccer?
Was it?
I think so.
Did we jump around?
Is this the one where we?
Did we win that game?
Was it the Clinton or the Weatherford game where we were in the locker room and we nearly destroyed the locker room? We got so fired up. We were getting so fired. And remember, we were, no kidding, our junior year of high school, soccer game, home game, and we were playing Clinton or Weatherford. And we were before the game started, we were in there. The coaches weren't in there. It was just the players. And we were so jacked up, we started banging on lockers and making so much noise. Later on, we found out the people in the stands could hear us.
Oh, they knew we meant business.
In the locker room, which is not super close to the stands.
They knew we meant business. And we won the game.
Hey, we got the correct answer! Y'all remember the big time movie in 93, 94 school year? It may have been 94 when it came out.
When was?
94 ended up being a big year for movies.
November of 93.
Okay, came out in November 93. I probably saw it early in 94 at the Westland Theater in Elk City.
Starring Robin Williams, Sally Field, and Pierce Brosnan.
Are the children well behaved, or will they require a few light slams?
Eugenia Doubtfire.
Mrs. Doubtfire, how about you now?
And you know why it was such a great movie? It was directed by Chris Columbus.
And it had the
Navigator.
It had not Joey Lawrence, but his little brother, his younger brother. Joey Lawrence's younger brother was one of the kids in the movie. Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah.
How about Pierce Brosnan
007.
being the hunky new guy for Sally Field?
Oh, I saw. It was a run by Fruit Ting.
Oh, that Clint Eastwood. Oh, he can make what a stud muffin. He can make my day anytime. Do you remember the scene that this song was in?
Yeah, birthday party.
Yeah.
Just at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, you got the Rich. What's his name? Robin Williams up dancing around. It's funny.
The irresponsible father, Sally Field, the responsible mother, comes home. She's had had enough. That's it. She's done with him.
This is so hard, and remember that Sally Field? She was good at that.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the Penny News from 7 days ago. We got trailers in here. You need a 24-foot GR bar top cattle trailer. It's a 24-foot bar top cattle trailer, brand new. Looks good. 16.5's the asking price. Page 3 of the Penny News. Page 3 of the Penny News. How about your 2D trailer sales and service in Clinton?
Within about 1 year, Sally Field played Robin Williams' wife and Tom Hanks' mother.
Well, 94.
In Forrest Gump.
I mean, the movie Doubtfire came out in November 93, but it was still rocking and rolling in 94. And then later on in 94, around Memorial Day-ish, Forrest Gump came out. How about that? Later, it was a time of titans. It was a time of movie titans.
Do you remember the Titans?
Hayden Panettiere was in Remember the Titans.
If I ever knew that, I had forgotten, but chances are I didn't know it until yesterday.
God, don't be a stage mom. I'm telling you, that was her downfall. That was the problem.
But she had one?
Yeah, she had a crazy... Her mom had been an actress in soap operas and whatnot. She did... I saw a thing. By the time she gave an age, 5 years old? Something like by the time she was 5 years old, she'd been in 50 commercials. Hayden Panettiere had.
I wouldn't
She's
wish
just
that
awful
life on anybody.
Off. Don't be a stage mom or dad.
Would not wish that life on anybody.
Let your kids be kids and let them grow up to be
People.
doctors and lawyers and such. Mamas, don't live through your babies when they're growing up. Let them live their own lives and don't make them be on stage all the time if they don't want to be. And don't make them go to practices 12 days a week. Let them be little kids and play in the backyard and play with sticks and eat dirt and have friends. Go to the picture show and watch Mrs. Doubtfire.
Picture show?
Go watch Mrs. Doubtfire. Landry, they got to be kids. You get sometimes you hug them, sometimes you spank them. That's my motto of parenting, Landry. Sometimes you hug them, sometimes you spank them.
Wow. That sounds like a great TED Talk.
Nathan and Landry have to spray their throats with honey and lemon now. The early morning show on KECO.
Cotton is blooming, the heat is relentless, and for many, the rain just hasn't come. Drought doesn't just stress a crop, it weighs heavily on the families whose livelihood depends on it. Every acre matters, every bowl matters. Don't leave the finish line to chance. At Carson County Gin, we know the end goal isn't just getting your cotton ginned, it's maximizing your profit. Our commitment is to help you earn the best grade possible, protect the quality you've worked so hard to grow, and put more money back in your pocket. Farming isn't getting any easier, but you don't have to face it alone. When harvest arrives, trust the people who treat your crop like it's their own. Because to us, it's never been just about cotton. It's your livelihood, it's your family tradition, and it's our privilege to stand beside you every step of the way. Carson County Gin, 15 miles west of Pampa. The website is carsoncountygin.com. Your cotton deserves the best, so do you.
People call it hay wrap, but the technical term is net wrap. Our net wrap is like the strongest in the industry. It has a 12-month UV stabilizer so it don't break down, and it holds your bells together longer and makes it more worth your money. The cheaper stuff only lasts, I feel, if you wrap it, probably a couple months, and it's going to start breaking down when you try to move your bells. This one lasts a good over a year. Holds it tight. They want to keep their hay good, so it's good for their cows and horses not getting moldy and breaking apart when they're trying to move it and lose half of it down the road. There's like handles that's made on the roll because they're long and they're pretty heavy, but this makes it where you can pick it up and put it in there. It's not so bulky and you have to manhandle it so bad. It's the green and yellow brand colors, and everybody likes that color just because it holds up better and is stronger, and I've had a lot of good feedback from it. People can come get this hay wrap at Camrock Supply, 2111 South Main in Elk City. We're right south of Fred's.
America's favorite pickup just got a little sweeter. Ford Motor Company is offering 2.9% interest for 72 months and 2.9% interest for 84, plus $1,000 customer cash on all F-150s. If your old one got too old, it's time to trade in and trade up. If you've only driven the others, come see why so many only go F-Series. And then let us take care of you like we see you at the family reunion. We call it the Barbara Dyson difference. Summer savings continue at Barbara Dyson Ford in Elk City. Online, BarbaraDysonFord.net.
There's this word we throw around a lot. Urgent. Urgent emails, urgent meetings, urgent everything. But when it comes to your health, urgent means something bigger. Like not having to wait days or weeks for a doctor's appointment when you need care now. At Express Wellness Urgent Care, same-day scheduling is easy and walk-ins are always welcome. We're open 7 days a week right here in Elk City or at other clinics all across Oklahoma. And yes, we accept your insurance. So the next time you're sick or injured, head to Express Wellness Urgent Care.
Now I'm fired up again. Don't tell it. 26 minutes after 7, 96.5 KECO's The Early Morning Show. About 78 degrees. Yeah, it's going to be hot again. Blah, blah, blah. We've heard it all before. But when your operation runs on equipment, you have to keep the equipment running. Get just about everything your engines need at Camrock Supply. Save time and money at Camrock Supply. Buy in bulk at Camrock Supply. Next to Fred's Steakhouse in Elk City.
I forgot that Chopper Dave was our coach.
Oh, he was on the sideline and in the
He was on the
locker room.
staff. He was the one jumping around, getting it all going.
Here's what I think. It was either Weatherford or Clinton, and I want to say it was Weatherford, the game where we all just lost our minds in the locker room before the game ever started. And here's what I want to say. I think every team, it seems like every team has one guy whose job it is to line everybody out and get them fired up.
Yeah.
And we had a guy named Vaughn. I'm confident it was Vaughn Brinkley. He had to have been the one to start all that.
Probably.
Running around and getting everybody lined out and fired up. It had to be him, right?
Rob Burks. We didn't have a guy on our team named Rob Burks.
No.
When I was a junior, when we were juniors, I don't remember anybody who played named Rob Burks.
No. Wouldn't go down.
Scored a goal. Maybe that was from when he was playing on the team. Was that it?
No, I don't remember the locker room.
That didn't.
We didn't actually. Let me amend a statement. Okay, we didn't. I don't think we actually did any damage to the locker room, but we sure made a lot of noise by banging on things, by banging on the lockers. We're playing midfield. The only midfield was me, you, Joe, and Vaughn.
Yeah.
Our junior year.
Yeah.
That was the midfield. And
Yeah.
Duno, and who's the other forward? Bill? Was Gerhold the other forward? Yeah. I think he was. And then,
Really?
and then on the back line, you had Animal.
Warnke, Burton.
Burton, Mole, and Latham.
Sometimes it was him, sometimes it was Shane Barnhill. In fact, did we accidentally score for the other team? Was that the game?
No, that was
What game was that?
a playoff. Deer Creek.
Deer
It
Creek?
was that first playoff game.
We beat Deer Creek.
We ended up winning the game, but Barnhill scored for him.
You know what happens.
Yeah,
It happens.
It does. Usually it's under 8s when it happens, but
Hey, we overcame.
hurt and wouldn't go down. Sonny had him run off the field behind the play, pushed another guy. That's pretty funny.
So there was a hurt player
He wouldn't go down.
and so somebody substituted. In hockey, you can do that kind of thing, right? They just run people off and on all the time.
Nobody understands the hockey rules. 7:29. It
There
is
are none.
Stanley Wednesday. 96.5 KECO's The Early Morning Show. Oh, it's Hay Day Wednesday. Do you have hay or need hay? Do you have hay for sale? Do you need to buy hay? You need to be listening to Today in Ag today at 12:45. Jimmy will give you the opportunity to buy and sell your hay. It's a Hay Day Wednesday brought to you by Great Plains Bank. All you got to do is text him at 225-9697 at 12:45 today during Today in Ag. Hay Day Wednesday, Great Plains Bank. And I imagine. I think Coach Venables and Jason Witten could suit up and play. Man, those guys look like they're Venables is so fit. He's like lean strong. Okay, he's not muscle bound. He's just lean strong. He looks like he's good to go. And then Witten still looks like a tight end, like he could play. It must have been Gerhold. I need to talk to Chopper Dave, but I'll need to do it off air. I don't have time to tell him what I need to tell him. 96.5 KECO's The Early Morning Show. Was it Mark Prentice? I don't remember. And then we scored. Let's see. Moments later, we scored a goal. I wonder, was the guy who came on, was the sub who came into the game, was he involved in the play where we scored a goal? I don't remember that. Boy, that was been so long. 225-9697. If you know anything about that game, and you can tell me. If you know anything about the Elk City versus Weatherford home soccer game in 1993, probably would have been April of 93. If you know anything about it, let me know. 225-9697. There was something. Let me find it. Can I find it? No. Oh, yeah. This is one of those really difficult, maybe even impossible situations. You guys remember that Indiana University's football team won the national championship a year ago? Do you remember that their quarterback was named Fernando Mendoza, and he won the Heisman Trophy and then was drafted? You remember how good Mendoza was? Remember how good Indiana was? Okay, Fernando has a brother named Alberto Mendoza, and he was on the team at Indiana until he wasn't. When it became evident he wasn't going to be the guy playing quarterback, he transferred to Georgia Tech. Now, the headline in USA Today is, shunned by Indiana, Alberto Mendoza finds his fit at Georgia Tech. Well, shunned is one of those loaded words, as though they just turned their back on him. And well, here's the thing about Curt Cignetti, in case you haven't figured it out yet. He seems to know what he's doing. And so if Mendoza wasn't going to be the guy, then apparently it's because Kurt Signetti, who seems to know what he's doing and is good at evaluating talent and developing talent, he apparently saw that there were other quarterbacks who would do a better job for the team and give them a better chance to win. So the word shunned, that may not be a fitting word. How about bypassed by Indiana? Or, I don't know, something like that. But shunned makes it seem like, I'm going to turn my back on you and I will never look at you again. I don't really think that was Coach Sig's outlook about Alberto Mendoza. He just made a choice that, you know what, this isn't going to be my guy. It's going to be somebody else. But what a tough situation when your older brother has just won a Heisman, won a national championship, and was either the first, I don't remember, was he the first player taken in the draft? And now you're the younger brother? Do you think expectations are high there? Unfortunately, it's not panning out. 96.5 KECO is the early morning show. It's about 7:33 on a finally Wednesday. Coming up, we got your weather breakdown. After that, we're going to put a spotlight on Elk City. Jared Atha has your local news coming up at about 7:50. There's a little rodeo coming up, September 4, 5, 6. For the 88th time, the Rodeo of Champions comes to Elk City. It's going to be at the Butler Brothers Arena, of course, Friday, September 4th, Saturday, September 5th, Sunday, September 6th, 8 o'clock all 3 nights. Roping, riding, wrestling. You want to wrestle at the rodeo? What do we got? Bucking broncs, and everybody's favorite, of course, bull riding. Everybody loves bull riding. Never a dull moment. The parade, Saturday, September 5 at 10 a.m. Dr. Pepper Night. They always do this, which is a great idea. Dr. Pepper Night is Friday, September 4. Kids age 12 and under get in free to a bleacher seat with an empty Dr. Pepper can. They can drink it first. Don't bring a loaded Dr. Pepper can. Drink the Dr. Pepper, bring the can. Kids 12 and under get in free. Tickets. Let me go down here and see. Tickets. Okay. Reserve grandstand seating, anywhere from $20 to $35. Reserve south chairback seating, $20 to $25. Bleacher seating, $12 to $14. Kids bleacher seating, ages 6 to 12, $10 to $12. You can get tickets online, elkcityrodeo.com, elkcityrodeo.com, elkcityrodeo.com. Starting August 31st, you can get them at Circle A. Starting at August 31st, Barbara Dyson Ford. Starting the 31st, you can get them at the ticket office at Butler Brothers Arena. You can get them at the gate while supplies last, but good luck, man. These things are hot. Hot! For more information, elkcityrodeo.com, elkcityrodeo.com. 7:35. Sam's itching to go. Sam, there's a cream for that. He's itching to go.
Whoa. Briley Bacca is an investment advisor representative of and advisory services offered through Royal Fund Management, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
One of my earliest memories was waking up to a box of donuts on the kitchen table. By the time I woke up, Dad had already been at work for hours. He'd come home just long enough to leave breakfast for me, take me to school, and then head right back to the office. Back then, I thought it was all about the donuts. Looking back, I realized it never really was. Dad wasn't just building a business, he was building a reputation. One handshake, one family, one relationship at a time. If you're looking for experienced retirement guidance from a family that spent more than 3 decades earning the trust of people we serve, we'd love the opportunity to earn yours. I'm Briley Bacca with Advanced Financial Strategies. Now the donuts are long gone, but the work ethic that put them on the table is still the foundation of everything that we do. Call us today, 323-6800, or visit our website, retirewithbacca.com.
When you look in the mirror and see straight pearly whites, you know it's going to be a good day. When you show off that beautiful smile to others and they smile right back, your day gets even better. That's what Invisalign can give you. They're clear aligners you wear in your mouth. No wires, no brackets, no metal. Most people won't even know you're wearing them. But when you're done, you get to have straight teeth that'll make you want to smile. I'm Dr. Jamie Cameron at Southwest Dentistry and Cosmetics in Weatherford. We're having a huge savings event on Invisalign September 17th and 18th. That's up to $1,000 off Invisalign treatment. Spots are limited, so call to see if you're a candidate. 816-6700. 816-6700. Southwest Dentistry and Cosmetics in Weatherford, catty corner to Walgreens, where we treat you like family and do life-changing dentistry. Saving up to $1,000 on a beautiful smile is worth the call. 816-6700. 816-6700.
Cotton is blooming, the heat is relentless, and for many, the rain just hasn't come. Drought doesn't just stress a crop, it weighs heavily on the families whose livelihood depends on it. Every acre matters, every bowl matters. Don't leave the finish line to chance. At Carson County Gin, we know the end goal isn't just getting your cotton ginned, it's maximizing your profit. Our commitment is to help you earn the best grade possible, protect the quality you've worked so hard to grow, and put more money back in your pocket. Farming isn't getting any easier, but you don't have to face it alone. When harvest arrives, trust the people who treat your crop like it's their own. Because to us, it's never been just about cotton. It's your livelihood, it's your family tradition, and it's our privilege to stand beside you every step of the way. Carson County Gin, 15 miles west of Pampa. The website is carsoncountyGin.com. Your cotton deserves the best, so do you.
We're now 22 minutes away from the top of the hour. 96.5 KECO's The Early Morning Show. Your forecast brought to you by Carter Electric. Let's take a look. Sunny and hot. Back to you. 107 today, 103 tomorrow, 104 Friday, Sunday 106. Right now on the back porch. 78 degrees where I am. Humidity about 44%. Winds are light. Sun is up. Time's at hand. There's a stir across the land, and so begins another day on Life's Highway. Steve Warrener. 1984, thank you. 84 or 85, one of those. 225-9697. 225-9697 is the text line. Not just how hot was it where you were yesterday, how do you feel about the weather? We want your weather commentary. Give us commentary. How do you feel about the weather? 225-9697. Briley,
I'm tired.
What?
I'm tired. That's how I feel. If you wanted to know.
Sam Briley didn't know what his dad had no clue what his dad was doing when Briley was a little kid. He just knew when he woke up, Dad had gotten donuts. There were donuts. Okay, great. And then he ate the donuts, and Dad took him on to school. Turns out, before he ever got the donuts, Brian was up way early at the office working. And then he took a break to get the donuts and go get Briley, take him to school. And then he went back to the office, kept working and working and working. Because that's what you do when you're trying to figure stuff out and get good at it and really help people. And that's what he did. That's what they still do. Advanced Financial Strategies in Clinton. The website, retirewithbaca.com.
Can they influence the weather at all? Do they have any influence over that?
No. No, they don't.
You know, I've seen on the 15-day forecast off of AccuWeather, which is relatively accurate. Now, I mean, the further you get out, it's not as accurate.
Mm-hmm.
But it's more accurate than most. It's saying 109 today. But it's also saying that we could get cooler starting the 31st. About 96. It's predicting 96 on the 31st. And then on the 1st and 2nd of September, 90 degrees with lows in the mid to upper 60s. And rain. So is that super El Nino moving in? I've heard September. I've heard October. I've heard November.
Yeah. What have you heard?
Super El Nino.
What does that mean, though?
Super. Big storm system.
So it's going to be cool and wet? Is that what you're saying?
That's what they're saying. For us, it's going to be cooler than average and wetter.
Sam Brewer with the Elk City Convention Center is here to put a spotlight on Elk City. It's brought to you by the Elk City Chamber of Commerce and Elk City Tourism. Sam, take it away.
Well, at the top here, we have Super El Nino coming up. That's actually not here. But Ackley Park activities, they're continuing. I think we talked about this last week. We might have.
We did.
Well, we did then. Mini golf and carousel, Friday and Saturday only.
Okay, so hold on. Miniature golf, that's the miniature golf.
Well, that's the miniature golf. That's the putting in the park.
So miniature golf in the park, okay, is still available on Friday and Saturday night. And the carousel.
It's also on the same days. That's the weekend.
And they're going to do that through October the 10th.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, very good.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
Well, today, GPRMC, that's Great Plains Regional Medical Center Community Connections. This is a new thing. They're doing it monthly at GPRMC here in Elk City. Again, it's going to be today from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. That's noon to 1. It's going to be the meeting room located at the far end of the cafeteria. So when you get there, you'll probably know where to go. If you enter in the cafeteria, you'll know. You'll find it. They'll be able to help you. New monthly education series designed to connect you with trusted local experts on health and everyday life topics. It's a free event open to the public. You can register, but walk-ins are also welcome. So you can register, but walk-ins are also welcome. There's going to be snacks, too, from what I've heard.
Ooh,
Some
that's
sort
exciting.
of snacks.
You want people to show up, feed them.
I like snacks. And what were they talking about this month? I already forgot. But you can find out if you go to GPRMC today from 12 to 1 p.m. And you can find out. That's the big hospital.
I think it's supposed to be Riley Winham and the other guy. That's with...
Well, yeah. Well,
Dr. Delta,
yeah.
Dean, Dr.
Well, you know what? If people show up, they can find out.
But I know Riley Winham because I pull up quick and get Winham.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, moving along here on the Spotlight. Free family park activities, courtesy of Oklahoma Natural Gas. That's free park activities. Friday, August 21st. That's pretty soon. From 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. in Ackley Park. Free admission to the carousel and the miniature golf, like we talked about. See, it's still continuing, but this time it's going to be free on Friday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. So if you show up at 6:50, it's not free. And if you show up at 9:10, it's not free. But if you show up between 7 and 9 p.m., it's free.
Yes.
It's free for everyone.
Yes.
Courtesy of Oklahoma Natural Gas. This Friday, August the 21st, which is this Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. And then the West Central Oklahoma Kennel Dog. This is a long name. West Central Oklahoma Kennel Club Dog Show. It's a mouthful. Try and say that 3 times fast. August 27th through the 30th at the Elk City Convention Center. It is open to the public. And there's going to be dogs.
I understand from my life partner that this is a jump year.
What does that mean?
Nobody knows. But it's at a different time. It's usually in September.
Oh, well, yeah.
But this is August, a jump. Oh, maybe it's jumping the shark, jumping Labor Day. I don't know what it means.
No one knows.
But it's usually after the rodeo, right?
Yes, usually.
Usually in September.
Well, usually.
But this time around, Sam, it looks like it's August 27th through the 30th, which is not this weekend but next.
You know, looking at my calendar right here, and I think you're right.
Sam Brewer is in the room. He is putting a spotlight on Elk City. Sam, I have one question for you. Are you listening closely? I have a question.
I just want to know one thing. Are your kids well behaved, or do they need like a few light slams every now and then?
That's what I need to know. Are your children well behaved? Or do they need...
And then I've got to do...
Or do they need like a few light slams?
I think a couple of your kids need a few light slams.
Really? Which
Not
ones?
exactly sure what a light slam entails.
I just want to know one thing. Are your kids well behaved, or do they need like a few light slams every now and then?
I think a couple of those are needed at the Brewer household. I'm not going to name names, but anyone who's not me needs a few light slams.
All right, let's go back over it. Let's see what we can unearth here. The Ackley Park activities, in case you were wondering, 2 of the activities will continue even though school's back in session. Okay. On the weekends, Friday and Saturday night, 6 to 10 o'clock, you can still swing a golf club. Putting, Landry. Putting, Sam. It's all putting. Putting, miniature golf, and you can ride the carousel. That's Friday and Saturday, 6 to 10 o'clock, and they're doing that through October the 10th.
Sorry. But it's going to be cooler. I'm excited about that.
Yes. I wonder why the 10th. I have no idea why they picked that.
It's an odd day.
It's random, isn't it? A third of the way through October.
Yeah. But, I mean, at least you'll get to play while it's cooler and not...
Well, Maybe they're afraid it'll get too cool.
Oh, wow. Well, whoa.
Maybe they're afraid it'll get too cool. All right. Great Plains Regional Medical Center, a hospital in Elk City, Oklahoma, community connections. They're trying to connect. You know what I think they're doing? I think they're trying to connect with the community. That's what I think.
Does that include us?
If you're in the community, it does.
Okay.
Wednesday, August the 19th, also known as today, from noon to 1. They're doing it's a meeting room at the far end of the cafeteria. I know what they're talking about, though.
And if you don't know what they're talking about, just show up. You'll be able to find the way.
Walk into the grill and say, "Where's the meeting?"
And they'll be like, "It's over there."
And people are going to look at you like, "What?" They're going to have a mouthful of chop suey. And they'll point you in the right direction, though. I think it's Riley Winham and the other guy.
Yeah, we can look this up.
Because I saw something somewhere this week.
We could stop guessing.
Pretty sure
But
he's a bone and joint doc, in
Well,
case
yeah.
you're wondering. So bones and joints. Don't we all have bones and joints? Of course we do. Don't they ache? Once you hit about 40, yes, they all ache. And so they're going to talk about probably bone and joint health would be my guess.
This month's topic is expert care for joint replacements, traditional and robotic approaches. So it's about joints.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone has joints. Unless you're don't.
Mm-hmm. Free, speaking of the park, free family park activities. Thank you, Oklahoma Natural Gas, ONG. Thank you very much. It's this Friday, 7 to 9. Ackley Park at Elk City. Free admission for the carousel and miniature golf. Do it for free. Ride the carousel, play miniature golf for free this Friday evening from 7 to 9 o'clock. Thank you very much, Oklahoma Natural Gas. And then the West Central Oklahoma Kennel Club Dog Show. It's a jump year, Sam. Don't be confused by this.
I'm already confused.
It is a jump year, so they're doing it August 27th through the 30th. That is not this weekend, but next, so it will be a week from tomorrow. It begins a week from tomorrow, Thursday the 27th, also Friday the 28th, and then Saturday the 29th, and then Sunday the 30th, okay? Okay, you see what I'm going? See where we're going here. It is actually open to the public. It's not generally known. What'll happen is after the fact there'll be something put on Facebook about it, and there'll be comments. I wish I'd have known this was going on. The city should tell people. Well, we're telling them.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know it was open to the public. I didn't know. Yes, it's about the same time every year for the last 4,000 years.
Mm-hmm.
And it is open to the public, and everybody can go. You can go. Everybody can go. Grab a friend and go. And I've been there to the thing, and I've seen the dogs, and some of them are really pretty, and some look kind of funky. Some of them look really bizarre.
You'll probably see a dog you've never seen.
Some of them looked very strange. And then others just looked like dogs. But some don't.
Some of the funniest ones I've seen, I can't remember how to pronounce the name, but it's a dog, and it has a very lanky face. Its snout is almost shaped like a foot-long sub, but skinnier.
It sounds like some of your Dutton relatives on your mother's side.
Yeah, on my mom's side.
And speaking of my life partner, she runs that convention center out there, and she tells me that this year for the dog show, it's a jump year.
She runs a tight ship when it's a jump year.
10 minutes away from the top, 96.5 KECO's The Early Morning Show. Ackley Park activities, golf and miniature golf and the carousel will continue Friday and Saturday nights through October the 10th. And speaking of the park, this Friday night it's free. Thank you, ONG.
Mm-hmm.
It is free. Thank you, ONG. Oklahoma Natural Gas doing a night in the park for the families. Play miniature golf and ride the carousel for free. Ackley Park in Elk City this Friday night, 7 to 9 o'clock. Great Plains Regional Medical Center Community Connections with Riley Winham and the other guy talking about joint replacement, bone and joint and replacement and health and robots. The robotic arm, the Mako robotic arm, Sam. I know a little bit about that. Not much, just a little bit. It's at the hospital, at the meeting room, near the grill today, noon to 1.
It's Riley Winham and Grant Detton.
Grant Detton, not Dutton, Detton.
Or Denton. It's
whatever.
Detton.
How do you spell it?
Detten.
That's Detton.
I'm betting it's Detton.
Do you think Detton never eats mutton? Has he been bitten by a kitten? Those are all two
You've
T
been
words.
bitten by Detton.
Those are all 2 T words, Sam.
Denton.
Where can people get this spotlight? If they want more information about what's happening in Elk City in the next few days, where can they get this spotlight?
Well, you can find it on the Elk City Chamber of Commerce Facebook page, or you can find it right here in my hand.
Good morning, sunny and already 79 outside. A heat advisory going into effect at 11 a.m. This is the Paragon Morning News. I'm Jared Atha. Custer County is now under a countywide burn ban as extreme heat and dry conditions increase wildfire concerns across western Oklahoma. County commissioners approved the 14-day ban on Monday. It prohibits outdoor burning, including campfires, bonfires, and trash burning. Some exceptions are allowed for certain construction and welding work when safety precautions are followed. Outdoor cooking on grills is also permitted under specific conditions. Violations could result in a fine of up to $500 and up to 1 year in jail. Custer County joins a growing list of counties with restrictions in place as of Tuesday. 33 of Oklahoma's 77 counties are under burn bans, including several in western Oklahoma. Ouachita, Dewey, Kiowa, Harmon, and Jackson counties are also currently under burn restrictions. Residents are encouraged to check their county's specific rules before burning outdoors, as restrictions can change quickly with weather and fire conditions. North Fork Electric Cooperative General Manager Brent Metters says the region continues to have enough electricity to meet demand during the summer heat, but when customers use power is becoming increasingly important. The Southwest Power Pool has issued some low-level advisories during high-demand periods, but so far no urgent conservation measures have been needed. Metters says the biggest concern for North Fork is the cost of electricity during peak demand. About 70% of the cooperative's power costs are tied to peak periods when suppliers must have enough generation available to meet the highest demand. He says during the summer, those peak hours generally fall between 3 and 7 p.m.
Eventually, those times are going to be more expensive. And so you have to decide. Can you afford that more expensive period, or are you going to cut back? That's what's coming. It's just going to be different. I think the next generation of kids, I think 20 years from now, it'll be engraved in them from 3 to 7 p.m. on the hot days. They're going to be more conservative. It's going to be engraved to them that we don't use as much power from 3 to 7.
Metters says customers can help by shifting activities such as laundry and dishwashing outside peak hours. Small changes across thousands of homes and businesses can reduce demand and help control cost. For now, Metters says the region's power supply remains sufficient, but he expects consumers will become increasingly aware of when they use electricity. Early voting begins Thursday for Oklahoma's August 25th runoff primary election. Voters statewide can cast ballots on Thursday and Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturday from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Early voting is held at designated locations in each county. There is no early voting on Monday before the election. On Election Day, Tuesday, August 25th, voters should report to their regular polling place. A valid proof of ID is required for both early voting and Election Day voting. Voters can check their registration, polling place, sample ballot, and other election information through the Oklahoma State Election Board website at elections.ok.gov. These stories and more on our Facebook page and website. Right now, sunny and 79. Heat advisory going into effect at 11. This has been the Paragon Morning News. I'm Jared Atha.
Five minutes away from the top of the hour, 96.5 KECO's The Early Morning Show. About 79 degrees, clear skies, humidity 43%. This afternoon, it's going to be more than 79. About 106, 107, somewhere in there. Tomorrow 103, Friday 104, Saturday 106, Sunday 107, Monday 107, Tuesday 107. When did we move to Phoenix?
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't get this hot for this long.
See, I blame your Uncle Travis because here's the deal. After years of living in Phoenix, he has now moved to Dallas, and he has brought those Phoenix desert temperatures to the Midwest, is what he's done. He was in Phoenix so long, he soaked up all that heat, and now that he's in Dallas, he's brought that the desert-like weather with him. And so now we are having Phoenix weather. Latest penny news came out 7 days ago. Man, I don't know if you can even still find a copy of it. In case you can't, Sawed by Sherry is there, page 2. How about these lawns, Sam? Yellow everywhere.
I know. It's like it's November outside, See, I walk on your parents' lawn and I hear a crunch, and there's no leaves on the ground.
Isn't nature fascinating? You've got 2 days ago, I saw a story about the hurricane that hit Hawaii, Lala.
Yeah.
And they were getting something like 30 inches of rain. Destructive. It was destroying
all at once.
roads.
That's bad.
Yes. Terrible. And other places, I don't remember recently, other places I heard about flooding, just all this rain. And yet, here in the middle of the United States, we're under such a drought. It is so hot and so dry and has been for so long. We've had so little rain. It's just funny how that all works out. It's fascinating to me, the way weather works and the way some places get too much of rain, some places don't get enough. Right now we're in the don't get enough.
Our lawn is so dry.
Speaking of that, you may need hay. And if you need to buy hay, now if you've got hay for sale, this is for you, but also if you need to buy it. Today's Wednesday, so it'll be a Hay Day Wednesday on Today in Ag at high noon with Jimmy Clark. He does this in segment 4 of the big show, so here's what you need to do. At 12:45 this afternoon, if you've got hay for sale or if you need to buy hay, either way, text 225-9697. Talk about the type of hay, whether it's tested or if you got it for sale, if it's tested or untested, price per bale or ton, loading availability, your phone number, the location, that sort of thing. If you've got it to sell, Jimmy wants to hear from you. And if you need to buy it, Jimmy wants to hear from you. It's a Hay Day Wednesday. Today, high noon, Today in Ag, 96.5 KECO, brought to you by Great Plains Bank. He does that, I believe, in segment 4. So about 12:45.
You know, my paper that I read for Hay Day Wednesdays, They used to be Hay Day Tuesdays.
Yeah.
And I just had to mark out the big Tuesday and write Wednesday below it. So sometimes I accidentally say, I'm on a Wednesday, and I say, that's Hay Day Tuesday. And that's embarrassing, and I feel bad.
If you need to stay hydrated, go to Atwood's. You can get those 24 packs of bottled drinking water, 2 for $6. That's good. Man, you got to stay hydrated in this weather. If you're going to be outdoors for any length of time, drink water, drink water, drink water, and then when you're done, drink more water, okay?
I had one of those about 8 years ago, and it was pretty good. Those bottles of water.
8 years ago?
No, something like that. It was pretty good, though. It was good enough for me to remember.
You got a big day planned?
I'm going to sweat some. Going to do Tradio. Going to get my hair cut, so I want